hopefully I'll be able to play my Mega Drive again pretty soon. Fortunately, my collection since I was little has had a rather drastic chunk bitten out of it, considering I've lost the majority of the games I had. Still got Castle Illusion though. Right, I believe we take this spring, providing we actually hit the spring. I said providing we actually hit the spring. There we go. Shit. Right, you know what? I'm just going to keep going this way. That there was a breakable wall. And that there was a ramp. And this here is a grind rail that I failed to land on because I'm a nub. Oh well. But yeah. So I really am running out of things to talk about, considering I'm like half an hour into recording as of now. I am recording this all in one sitting, I believe. Unless I decide to take a break after this zone, which I probably won't, but yeah, this will all be edited together. It won't be uploaded as one thing, I don't think, so I don't think I'll be able to. Also, it'd be a kick in the ass for my upload speed. Oh, that was uncalled for. Oh, extra life. Oh, there we go. 5 minutes 23. That's probably the longest I've ever spent in that level. Angel Island Act 2. Ah, those bottomless pits. Angel Island Act 2. Yeah. Do not spin dash at the beginning of that level. Don't bother trying to be fancy with those platforms. Just take it slow. Ooh. God damn it. There we go. Fucking shit. Okay. We made it. Yeah. Some other Sonic Advance games, I have played 2 and 3. I only own 3 at this current time. Well, apart from 1, I only own 3. I do not own 2 at the moment. Yeah. Other GBA Sonic games, I own Sonic Battle. I don't own Sonic Genesis because I do not wish to purchase that piece of shit game. And what do you know, it was released the same year as Sonic 06. Who would have thought? 2 bad Sonic games in the same year? Well, if they were going to make one bad Sonic game in a year, they might as well have made another one. He said while gritting his teeth in anger and rage. Fuck you, Sonic Team! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there was another game that was released that year as well, Sonic... I hate that spring. I really hate that spring placement. Yeah. There was another game that came out in 2006, alongside Sonic Genesis and Sonic 06. That was Sonic Riders. I like that game. It wasn't bad. It's a good racing game. Don't understand the bad rep it gets. As well as Sonic Heroes. I do not understand why people hate Sonic Heroes. Seriously, what is so wrong with that game? I seriously don't get it. Why does it get a bad rep? I mean, yeah, it was the last Sonic game with the Dreamcast voice cast, but Seriously, why was it so bad? I thought it was good. I loved that game. And I grew up with the classics, so you can't just say, oh, I'm a Dreamcast/modern whore who, yeah, I like all the modern games because I was like a, no, I don't know where I'm going with this, but what I'm saying is a lot of Sonic fans that are young love Sonic Heroes and whatnot. No, I grew up with the classics. I love the classics. I love pretty much every Sonic game ever, apart from 06 and Genesis. And maybe a little bit of Shadow, but that's beside the point. Also, Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, it was dark and gritty, but I loved it. I guess you could say bad Sonic games are kind of a guilty pleasure for me. Well, you could say that. You'd be dead wrong, because Sonic 06 and Sonic Genesis are terrible, and I'd never play them in my entire life again. Maybe Sonic 06, maybe because that's the sort of like laughable bad. But I'd only play it with friends. I wouldn't play it on my own. Sonic Unleashed wasn't bad either. Werehog was a bit stupid, but I enjoyed the combat. Also, Black Knight. Jesus Christ, guys. Why all the hate for Black Knight? Black Knight was good. A lot of people don't realise that the reason all of these Sonic spin-off games where Sonic had all these different things were because of the fact that people asked for just Sonic. Basically, how they had all the multiple characters like Tails and Knuckles and all these other playable characters. People asked for just Sonic. So in order to make the gameplay different and, you know, because a lot of people would get bored of the same thing, including me. I do not like the same sort of stuff. You know, I don't like playing that for ages and ages and ages. I just get sick of it. Sega caught on this. But I'm going to come back to that tangent for a second. What? Knuckles? Look at those fancy ass yellow gloves of yours. Have you been item hunting in Sonic Adventure? Because you got some fancy ass yellow gloves. Ow. Oh god! Okay, Knuckles is packing heat. Oh god, I've got no rings. Yeah, that was bound to happen. So, yeah, that was Mecha Knuckles. That's bound to happen, I had no rings. But, yeah, now that we got that out of the way, I can go back to my tangent. So yeah, in order to make up for not having multiple characters, Sega just experimented with different gameplay styles for Sonic, which is why we had the Werehog and the swordplay and the gun, well not the gunplay, but the swordplay in Black Knight. If we still had the abilities of multiple characters, think about it. Sonic Unleashed, for example. You had the day stages with Sonic. You had the flying stages with Tails. Like, they could implement them as actual stages where you actually do stuff. Like, you fly around, collect things maybe, do quick time events like you usually would. Have those in between each planet, make them different enough that they are enjoyable. Night stages. Instead of the Werehog, you can have Knuckles just beating the living crap out of everything. There's Sonic getting hit, by the way. Yeah, I really think they could, you know, they could have implemented those combat styles of the Werehog for Knuckles instead. But alas, you all wanted just Sonic, so introducing Werehog. So in a way, it's kind of your fault. But yeah. This is also another one of my favourite level themes in the game, and it's also one of my most hated levels because I don't like this level at all. Okay, so we can see our timer is at 22. Now it's at 5 minutes. So we actually have a time limit to beat this level. So, like they say, gotta go fast. I was kind of hoping that'd give me enough rings for a 1-up, but whatever. That ramp can sometimes screw you up by sending you into a bottomless pit. Oh yeah, that's the thing I hate most about this level. Everything below you is practically a bottomless pit. If I didn't land on that platform, I would have gone straight into a bottomless pit and got game over. But yeah, like I was saying. So yeah, just be glad that the state we're in now, we're doing good with Sonic. Sonic's doing good. Sonic's getting back into what made Sonic good. And, you know, that's being cheesy and all about the humour for the kids. That's what Sonic's always been about for me. When they start bringing dark and gritty, violent sort of stuff into it, Sonic just doesn't really work that well. But yeah, don't make Sonic serious. Make Sonic serious to a point. Like, Sonic can still be serious, but just don't go over the top with it. Don't go Shadow the Hedgehog 06 standards of serious. Because otherwise we'll end up with another dark age of Sonic. And we don't want that. It was so bad they actually codenamed Sonic Colors. If this game, well, it wasn't a code name, but I think it was like sort of like a tagline for the project that they introduced. I think it was something along the lines of, if this game's bad, we're done. Or something along those lines, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to like check my sources. Well, not my sources, but I'm gonna have to check Twitter. But yeah, I heard something along those lines. I'm gonna have to research it on the wiki or something. But yeah, I heard that, and I was just like, Jesus Christ! Thank God, Colours was good. Oh. Well. This is going to sound really, really odd. And I understand if you guys laugh at me for this. But I've literally just found out about the air dash move. Where you jump and double tap a direction, left or right. I have literally just found out about that. That is pretty... God damn it. In all of my years of playing this, when did this game come out again? I don't know when, I can't remember when this game came out, but since this game's come out, I've never known about that move. I feel like a twit. I feel like such an utter twit right now. So let's stop pushing the wall. But yeah. So yeah, this is Egg Rocket Zone. And as I said, it's pretty bland. Also, we're at the second phase of the level now, and I believe the timer resets? Yeah, there we go. Back 5 minutes. So yeah, obviously we're sort of like running up to this rocket sort of thing, trying to make it to the top, into space.